Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual side of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gators will put total leather and we'll get started. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
On the set.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
To the ground, he's got it again. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense ran a long way that time in pursuit, but they were able to make the tackle for a big loss, and they've got to get lined up right away because the offense is going quickly.
Motion from the wideout. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Gators are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a little step and have a look at Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
And the Bulldogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick pass on the fly motion. Crosses the 40. Oh, a lot of space. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt in defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
They'll run it from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Florida! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Spits it out to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. When you break into the top 5, halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game.
Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw at Stockton. Forced out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
It stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket, and then he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicked me?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his feet. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Gators want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Kick is in the air. Makes the grab at the 10. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
The Dogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. Man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a third and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Make it happen. Right. Let's go.
He'll set up to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. The Gators will hustle to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Tempo and overdrive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Corners are going to bail. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Frazier. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Gonna run it. It's McCray. And into the end zone. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run. Shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day. This one from 23. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. That's caught. It's Branch. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Dogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
back to throw, it's Stockton. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Trying to punch it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped in just short.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. He'll run the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Glagway. Here's a heat. He's got an open man. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
On the run, it's Daniels. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Got it, looking for the first down. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give on the inside. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating.
There he goes. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Quickly to the tight end. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Gators want to move quickly.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
It's gone. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Gators are marching down the field.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Gators in the hurry up. Wants to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
badly needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Corner's going to give them room. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab near the marker, it's McCray. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Lagway. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Intercepted for the 11th time. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20.
once he picked it off, there was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give out of the gun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The inside handoff. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Flips it out on the screen. Runs through the tackle. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. He gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward. And this was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And the Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun on third down. Fakes to grab. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Gators headed quickly to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough for that.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. After this, it'll be a wrap. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.